Dr. Hasib, thank you so much for joining. I love all your comments on LinkedIn. I know you're very busy all over the world talking about cybersecurity, so many awards and accolades. Tell us a little bit about Dr. Hasib, just briefly. What are you most proud of in your career? That wasn't even one of the planned questions, but I can't help but ask it because you have so many accolades.
Well, thank you very much, Pamela. It was obviously a thrill when you invited me to join your conversation. Well, a little bit about me is really the leadership through knowledge. I have always enjoyed sharing knowledge and helping other people succeed in whatever it is that they're trying to do. I was doing that as a child, and I'm still doing that today. It's really my first love.
Oh, beautiful.
I feel that is the essence of leadership, when you empower others to achieve their goals. Because the beautiful thing about knowledge is that its power is unleashed only when you share it.
Exactly.
Knowledge in my head is completely useless, right?
Exactly. It's so important that it's transferred.
Yeah, that's my essence.
Okay, beautiful. So it's National Cybersecurity Awareness Month, and we just wanted to ask experts to share briefly, what do you think a business should do now in order to put themselves in a better cyber posture? What should they do now to improve their cyber resilience?
Invest in people, because at the end of the day, cybersecurity is nothing more than people-powered perpetual innovation. A lot of people don't really understand that. Cybersecurity is not a state, it's a process.
Yes.
There used to be something called information security way back when. That's a thing of the past. Right now, cybersecurity is perpetual innovation because the world is connected all the time. So without perpetual innovation, you will never succeed. And if you think about who does innovation, it's people. The human brain is an absolute fountain of innovation. People also choose the technology. Of course, we need technology, but the question is, who's going to choose it? If you have the wrong people or the untrained people, not knowledgeable enough, what are they going to do? They're going to choose the wrong technology.
That's true.
Then that technology has also got to be configured, because just because you buy the best technology doesn't mean it's going to work, because it has to be configured.
That's right.
And it is configured properly only by the right people. So if you have the wrong people, you will configure the technology incorrectly, right?
And then that technology is no good or not as good as it could be.
Absolutely. And then you also have to train others how to use it. You have to maintain that technology, upgrade it at the time that you need it. You may need to patch it. You may need to upgrade versions, all of these things. So the care and feeding, without the people, without investing in your people, you never will succeed. And one of the biggest problems that many companies are doing is they're trying to compete against each other on how low can we pay people. Well, that is no recipe for success.
Exactly.
People are assets. The better your people are, the better you will be. So that would be my message. Invest in people.
That's absolutely beautiful. It's the people. I couldn't agree more. I agree 100%. And the second question, so businesses need to invest in people that have the knowledge to help them improve their cyber posture or maintain a great, healthy cyber posture.
Right. And if they don't have the knowledge, help them get that knowledge, invest in them, pay for that knowledge, find the right people, find the right places where they can get the knowledge. We don't expect everybody to know everything right up front, but the idea is to hire ethical people who will be loyal to your organization, fulfill your mission, but then also invest in them, because loyalty is not a one-way street. If you expect employees to be loyal to you, you better be loyal to them.
Absolutely, absolutely. And I talk to folks all the time. I talk to a lot of candidates that are seeking new roles. And you know, it's often when I ask them what they liked about a company, they always acknowledge that support, especially in terms of securing those credentials and keeping abreast of knowledge and trends through supporting them in their the professional organizations and attending those conferences.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Okay, so on to the second question.
All right.
And I think we've kind of gotten into it already. And so in terms of those people, what do you recommend they should do in terms of advancing their career in cybersecurity?
Sure. You've probably seen some of my work in this area, and that is really the concept of building a personal brand. I believe that everybody should define what it is that they want to specialize in, and then start to build their personal brand around that passion. So, for example, let's say that you're interested in penetration testing. Well, that's it. You should be writing about that. You should be reading about that. You should be sharing about that. You should be going to conferences about that. You should produce 1-minute videos about that. Whatever it may be, the idea is to show everybody else what it is that you're passionate about. Now, your passions may change. Then you go and speak at conferences, apply to speak at conferences, because the moment you start teaching somebody something or sharing your knowledge, guess what will happen? You will sometimes get a pushback. You will sometimes have people who don't agree with you. Well, that's wonderful, because the people that don't agree with you will help you refine your message. My own message has been refined so many times with the interactions that I've had with the various scholars that I've met. And it is not just scholars. I meet practitioners in the business conferences, and I meet scholars in the academic conferences. Either way, they help me refine my thinking. Then publications, writing articles, all these things, and also networking. You have to network and use the LinkedIn as a platform to build meaningful connections. It's not about trying to sell things, because LinkedIn is not that kind of a platform. LinkedIn is a platform for maintaining healthy business relationships that are mutually rewarding. And that's very important. Most people who are out there sharing their knowledge, they're usually very open, friendly people. So connect with them, ask questions, but also share. It's never going to be a one-way street.
Right.
Click a like on something they have published. Make a little comment. Things like that. That's engagement. So this is the best way I know of how people can advance their careers, meet more people who can be helpful to them, and build their personal brand.
Beautiful. Thank you so much. That reminds me of this passage. It's a sacred passage, and it says, iron sharpens iron. So your recommendation is to get out there, put yourself out there. And even if you get pushback, if you get criticized, maybe even fail, we say that we don't like to fail, but in failing, we learn the greatest lessons. So great recommendation.
Absolutely. You cannot learn to ride a bicycle by just reading about it.
That's right. You got to fall off.
You got to fall over a few times. And then one day you will be soaring.
Exactly. And if you continue, you can be the bike riding expert. So we have to take those little lessons and apply them in our career.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much, Dr. Hasib. I just wanted to get a little snippet to share with the cybersecurity community. If individuals want to get in touch with you to learn more about you, your work, your speaking engagements, the university, how should they reach out to you? I know on LinkedIn you're very active, so they can easily find you on LinkedIn.
Absolutely, but the best place is also my website, which is www.cybersecurityleadership.com. There's a ton of content there, and that's the best way to reach me also.
Wonderful.
Right.
Thank you again,
Thank you.
Happy National Cybersecurity Awareness Month.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye.